of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. We have a relatively short agenda, and we'll try to move through it as quickly as possible. And the clerk will note that all of our members are present except for Ms. Moultrie, who is out of town on business. And we did meet upstairs at 3 o'clock to go over agenda items and some other issues. And all of our members were present as well except for Ms. Moultrie for the same reason. We don't have any committee reports at this time, but you do have the minutes of the previous meeting before you. Are there any additions, corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
By Mr. Meeks, seconded by Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the minutes are unanimously approved. Thank you. The next item on our agenda, or the first item on the agenda, is Elegance Limousine Services. And I don't think Mr. Ellis is here, so we will carry that forward, if that's okay with the council.
Sure.
All right. We don't need a motion and a second for that, but we will carry it forward. But the next item, Mr. Meeks, if you will handle these next three for us, but we have a retail beer and table wine off-premise only license for Troy Meat City. Is there someone here from the new business Troy Meat City, which is a transfer from Ingram's Curb Market? Mr. Meeks?
Yes, sir. We have a top license 050 retail beer off-premise only, and an 070 retail table wine off-premise only. It's a transfer from the old Ingram's Curb Market to Troy Meat City LLC, and I'll make the motion that we approve this pending final approval from the fire department and the fire inspector.
And the building code?
Yes.
All right. Those issues, council, you have before you this transfer of a retail beer and table wine license, off-premise only license for Troy Meat City. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. By Mr. Jones, seconded by?
Second.
Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Oh, that's fine.
I second.
Mr. Meeks,
I
Ms.
second.
Baker seconded. Thank you. With those stipulations, did you get those, Mr. Clerk? Thank you. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none. The license is approved. The transfer of the license is approved. Thank you. The next item on our agenda is a retail beer and table wine off-premise only license for Walgreens. And this is for the former Rite Aid store. Mr. Meeks?
Yes, sir. Again, we have a transfer license of retail beer off-premise only and a retail table wine off-premise only from as Walgreens, which is formerly Rite Aid. Do we have anyone in this organization here? Okay. I make the motion that we approve this license.
And there are no known code or fire issues with this one. So you have a motion. Is there a second? Second. By Mr. Jones. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the transfer of the license is unanimously approved. Thank you. Our next item is a special events retail license for B&B bartending. Mr. Meeks?
Yes, sir. This is a top license 140 special event retail license that will be held at J. Michelle's. Applicant is B&B Bartending LLC. Do we have anyone representing? If you'd like to come up and tell us your name and what you're asking, please. Yes, sir.
My name is Bobby Greenawalt with B&B Bartending. The company is based out of Opelika. This special event's on April 21st. It's for a sorority formal. They have hired security independently, and we will be checking IDs and monitoring consumption of alcohol.
And this event will be from 8 to 11
Yes, sir.
On April the 21st.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you know the city of Troy and plus Pike County and state of Alabama frown on the sale of alcohol to minors.
Yes, sir.
And I noticed in here your detailed, your statement, how you're going to check that, and I just appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir.
President Paramore, I'll make the motion that we accept this application.
All right, council, you have before you a motion to approve the license. Is there a second?
Second.
By Mr. Jones. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the special event license is approved. Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, our next item on the agenda is Resolution 2018-34, which is a bid award for recycling vehicles. And Mayor or Vaughn, either one want to give us a...
Well, yeah, we would ask, as you know, at the last meeting, we applied for a grant with ADEM in which we're going to ask for these vehicles. So we're going to ask that these bids be rejected. At this point in time, we'll see how the grant goes. We had one truck that was we had some problems with that has been repaired, so we aren't in immediate need. We're in need, but not immediate need. So if you would reject these, and we can revisit this and hopefully have funding available so the city won't have to come out of the general fund for the purchase.
Okay. All right, you heard an explanation from the mayor. Is there a motion to reject the bids that are before you?
So moved.
By Mr. Jones, seconded by
Second.
Mr. Meeks. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the motion to reject the bid is unanimously approved. Thank you. All right, the next item is Resolution 2018-36, which is a bid award for Lift Station 4 and 5 improvements. Mr. Chandler, will you come forward and give us an explanation of the bid, please?
Yes, sir. This bid is to improve and upgrade the pumping capacity pumps, electronic equipment, and motor controls at two of our main wastewater sewer lift stations. One located behind the old Public Works facility on the backside of Hunters Mountain, the other one located off the Henderson Highway. That's what this bid is for. We recommend that we approve the lowest base bid with Palmer Electric, not do the alternates. The bids came in where we expected. This will allow us to improve and increase the pumping capacity of those lift stations and use a lot of existing equipment without having to completely rebuild them or completely put in bigger lines and things. We're able to increase our capacity just by upgrading some of the equipment in those two stations.
And the funds for these?
Yes, sir. It comes from our bond fund. This is one of the items that we have additional money that we didn't use in other projects that we want to do. So this is a good use of money. This line and these two pumping stations handle a lot of the sewage from the north side of town, from the airport, Henderson Highway, Shellhorn Road, things in that direction. That they pump it all to the treatment plant south of town. So they're two of our larger stations that handle a lot of flow. And this will enable us to do some upgrades for a reasonable money without having to completely rebuild these stations and replace a lot of lines. So.
Okay. Mayor, does this come with your approval?
It does.
Thank you, sir. Are there any questions from the council for Mr. Chandler or the mayor on this resolution? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
By Mr. Meeks, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, Resolution 2018-36 is unanimously approved. Thank you. Our next item is Resolution 2018-37, which is a bid award for fire department vehicles. And Chief, we welcome you to come forward and give us an explanation, please, sir.
These two vehicles that were bid out are going to be replacing a 2003 that was sold at auction last year, and also be moving a 2008 from frontline to a reserve status that we use for school.
All right.
And the money for this is already in our budget.
Okay, council, are there any questions, comments for Chief Stevens? Mayor, does this come with your approval? Do you have any comments?
It does. This money is available inside the budget. We'll do a budget adjustment internally to move it to capital to pay for these items if the council so wishes. But it does come with my approval.
Thank you. Any other questions, comments? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the resolution? By Mr. Jones, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is unanimously approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. The next item is Resolution 2018-38, which is Resource Discovery Systems Agreement. And this is an agreement with the company to help us identify and collect business license fees. Clerk, do you want to give us a brief explanation?
We overlook sometimes businesses that might be operating and they have resources available to them. They can identify those businesses and pay them. And over time, we've narrowed that number that's been uncollected down to very small, few people, 5 to 10 companies a year.
And they're, I'm sorry,
3-year contract.
3-year contract, and their fee is a % of what they recover. So no upfront money. All right, Mayor, does this come with your approval?
Sure.
All right. Council, any questions for the mayor or the clerk on this particular item? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
By Ms. Baker, seconded by Mr. Meeks. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is unanimously approved. Thank you. The next item is Resolution 2018-39, which is a legal services contract, or legal services agreement, I'm sorry. And this is based on, I think at our last meeting there was a presentation made on opioid crisis in our country and in our state. And this is an engagement to represent a group
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell
with
camera
that and recover any costs that might be
allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a
correctly,
visitor
Mr. Attorney. But are there any questions? Mayor, do you have any comments or anything about this?
I would just say, as Mr. Calhoun informed us upstairs, he believes we need to do this. There have been a few firms that are well qualified that have approached us, and frankly, this was the first one. So that would be, I think all the people who are interested in doing the work are very capable, and with all things being equal, I think the first person to reach out is the way we should go.
That sounds fine. Any questions for the mayor on this? Hearing none, I will assume with those comments this comes with your approval, Mr. Mayor.
That's correct.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the legal services agreement? By Mr. Jones, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Baker. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Hearing none, the resolution is unanimously approved. Thank you. That concludes our regular business items at this time. So with that, Mr. Ellis?
Yes.
Since you are here, we had carried that over since you were not here when we started.
Yes.
We'll be happy to bring this back up, but doing so, we would like to move into executive session to ask you some questions regarding this, and just hold on just a second. We got to go through a little process here, so just hold on. So, Mr. Attorney, will you...
In my opinion, the Alabama Open Meetings Act authorizes this city council to go into executive session to discuss the general character and reputation of an individual.
All right, with that declaration, is there anything you need to do, Mayor, on that, or is that okay? Just making sure we don't leave anything out. I don't want to don't misstep here. We have a declaration to move into executive session. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
By Mr. Meeks, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Baker. That's great. All those in favor of moving into executive session, please raise your right hand. That being a unanimous, we will move into executive session where we will go upstairs to the council member conference room to hold this, and then we will come right back down to finish our meeting and take up any unfinished business. So if you want to stay, please feel free to sit tight, and we'll be right back. Thank you. Sorry if I leave this here.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi doorbell camera allows you to answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go. When a visitor presses the button, Troy Cable Security sends a live video feed to your smartphone so you can see, hear, and speak to the person at your door. With the doorbell camera, you can have your porch light turn on automatically when it detects motion at night to create the appearance that someone is at home. You can view video clips so you can always know who stopped by when you are out. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
There are many different offices in city government, and each one has a phone. Keeping track of all those numbers is a huge challenge. The good news is you don't have to. There is one simple 3-digit phone number for city information and services. It's 311.
Good morning, City of Troy 311. May I help you?
Call 311 for questions about your recycling, garbage pickup, to report a stray dog in the neighborhood, if there's a pothole that needs filling, to report power outages, limbs on the street, and much more. City of Troy, 311. 911 is always the number to call in case of an emergency, like a fire, a crime in progress, or a medical emergency. 911 is for emergencies. 311 is for everything else. You can download the City of Troy's 311 app from the App Store or Play Store. Remember, for city information and services, call 311. For more information, check out the City of Troy's website at troyal.gov.
Troy Cable is the leader in smart home security, giving you solutions to monitor, protect, and automate your home. Troy Cable Security keeps your property safe with 24/7 professional monitoring and emergency response. Control thermostats and lighting remotely, which allow options for saving energy and money. Control access to your home remotely with integrated controls for door locks. You can even add our smart home cameras, which allow you to see what you care about instantly. Troy Cable Security. You love them, protect them.
Thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Through this world of toils and snares, if just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus is my plea. Daily walking close to thee. Let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be, be, dear Lord, let it be. Let it be. without you.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you've delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy gives sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you've kissed your little baby, you've kissed the face of God. The blind will see, the deaf will hear, and the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, praises to the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? This sleeping child you're holding is a grave.
John saw golden city, New Jerusalem come down. 12 jasper walls and gates of pearl, such splendor all around. And he tells about a river of life that flows beneath the throne, where we'll drink and live eternally in a mansion all our own. Whoa, if that don't make you wanna go, brother, if that don't make you wanna go, sister, if that don't make you wanna go to heaven, I don't know what does. Well, they say there is no heartache there, no more curse of sin, no sickness and no
that's still here for your patience. We will conclude our regular meeting and do we need to do any kind of thing on carrying the license forward, or is that?
I've got a minute to carry forward.
Okay. Thank you. Our next item on the agenda is appointments, and Mayor, we do not have any appointments at this time this evening, and we welcome your comments and report.
I'll keep it quick since we've run late. I'd just like to thank everybody that came out and helped with the celebration for the girls basketball team from Charles Henderson that won the state championship. That was a nice event, and I appreciate everybody's hard work on that. And unless there are questions, I'll let Mr. Jones get on with it.
All right. Any questions for the mayor at this time? Hearing none. Council member comments. Mr. Jones.
Congratulations to Charles Henderson High School girls again, as the mayor said. And thank everybody for coming out, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. Meeks.
Yes, I'd like to congratulate the Charleston basketball team also, and I'm sorry I missed the celebration.
Follow. Ms. Baker?
I
Go ahead.
also would like to congratulate the team. That was a great victory that I know that they've waited a long time for. And would also like to say how much I enjoyed our event at the airport a couple weeks ago, honoring the Tuskegee Airmen and putting a historical marker at our hangar that is certainly part of their rich history. And I know that Melissa Sanders had a whole lot to do with that. So thank you, Melissa. It was a very nice event. That's all.
Thank you. I, too, want to congratulate the Lady Trojans of Charles Henderson for winning that state championship. It's good to have another blue trophy, a blue map hanging in that, or sitting in that trophy case over at the high school. And I know those young ladies worked hard and deserve what they earned on the court. And that's great. I also want to say thank you to our fire department and our paramedics. It's my understanding we had something that they responded to as early as today, with someone that if it were not for their expertise and their training, I believe that individual's life may not be what it is today. And so thank you. Anytime, every day, we need to thank our first responders, but I think today, especially, I want to say thank you to our fire department and our paramedics. So, Chief, if you'll pass that along, I know the full council agrees with me in those comments. And with that, a motion to adjourn is always in order. So, thank you, Mr. Meeks. We'll stand and be dismissed.
Answer the door from your smartphone when you are at home, at work, or on the go.